Good afternoon, Standard 10 students. Now, after we had received the letter from Antonio, and we have come to know that Shylock had been pressurizing the Duke to arrest Antonio. Now, Antonio has already been arrested. But because he was a kind hearted, generous person, he had made a request to the gaoler, which means jailer, to take him, requested him that he wanted to speak to Shylock. And so the jailer had pleased Antonio by taking him out from the jail. Now remember, Antonio is supposed to be in the prison. But after making a request, perhaps the gaoler or the jailer had taken Antonio out of the prison to meet Shylock. So now the scene, Act 3, Scene 3, begins with Antonio, Celerino, the gaoler, and Shylock. Now Shylock was quite surprised to see Antonio on the street and had come to talk to him when he is supposed to be in the prison. So gaoler looked to him, means gaoler, take care of Antonio. See that he does not escape or run away. Tell not me of mercy, and do not request me to show mercy on Antonio. Why did Shylock say this? Because everyone, whosoever met Shylock, always pleaded that Antonio should be pardoned by him. So now, since the gaoler brought him out of the prison, he said, now you don't tell me to show mercy on Antonio. This is the fool that lent out money gratis. So this is the fool, referring to Antonio, that he would lend out money without charging any interest. Gaoler, look to him. Look to him and see that he does not run away or escape. Antonio, hear me yet, good Shylock. So Antonio wanted to speak to Shylock, but Shylock is not interested in speaking to Antonio because he knows what will Antonio speak of. He is definitely going to speak about the bond. So Shylock says, I have my bond. Speak not against my bond. So I have already made up my mind that I'll have my bond, means I'll have your pound of flesh. And you don't request me or talk anything regarding the bond. As for the case, you are unable to pay me back on time, now you pay the consequences. I have sworn an oath that I will have my bond. So I have taken an oath, but I am not going to change my decision or change the wordings of the bond. I'll have my bond. Says, thou callest me dog before thou had a cause. So earlier you would call me a dog when you had no reasons to call me a dog. Because I did no harm to you. I was only continuing doing my money lending business. But you would every time call me a dog for no reason. Now since you called me a dog, so be aware of my fangs. Means now be careful for my teeth. Fangs mean teeth. The Duke shall grant me justice. I do wonder. Now here Shylock is telling him, the Duke is, he has to give me justice. When he says, I do wonder, it makes Shylock to have a doubt. Because Shylock knows the Duke, the Magnificos, other 20 and more merchants. Everyone was pleading or requesting Shylock to pardon Antonio. Okay. So he has a doubt whether justice will be given to him or not. Thou naughty Gaul. Now he is chastising the Gaul. That thou art so fond to come abroad with him at his request. He says, you are the naughty fellow. Okay. Because he had requested you to take him out of prison to speak to me, you have obliged him. And that is against the rule. He is a prisoner. He is supposed to be in prison. And you have gone against your own duty by listening to a prisoner and bringing him out of prison to speak to me. Antonio, I pray thee, hear me speak. Again, Antonio is requesting Shylock, at least listen to what I want to speak to you about. Shylock, I'll have my bond, I will not hear thou speak. Says, now I will have my bond, I have made up my mind, my decision of having the bond. That means no more discussions regarding the bond. I'll have my bond and therefore speak no more. So there's no need to speak because I have already made up my mind that I shall take the bond. I'll not be made a soft and dull-eyed fool to shake the head, relent, and sigh and heed to Christian intercession. Now here he says, he's making Antonio understand, look, I am not going to be a soft-hearted person. I am not going to feel sorry for you. I am not going to show any kind of pity for you. I am not that you can call me a fool and fall into the trap of Christian intercession. Now what it means over here, the biggest principle of Christianity is the act of forgiveness. So, Jesus Christ, throughout his life, wherever he went preaching, he always preached the art of forgiveness. And he also proved it at the time of his death. When he was being crucified on the cross, just before he could die, he shouts out to his heavenly Father and tells him, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. Because they were piercing him, they made a crown of thorns, they nailed him to the cross on both hands and feet, and they were piercing him with the spears, they were whipping him. In spite of all the pain he had undergone, he still forgave those people. So here Shylock was saying, I am not going to be like these Christians who are fools. They forgive people who do them wrong. So I am not going to do that. I off follow not means do not follow me wherever I am going. I'll have no speaking, I will have my God. So now there's no need to follow me. I have already made up my mind that I am going to take the ball. Now, in this regards, Shylock is not in the wrong because the agreement, the terms and conditions that are there in the bond, it was clearly stated that if Antonio is unable to pay the money on time, then he has to give a pound of flesh. So, in no way Shylock is in the wrong. It's only that Antonio, being a good man, a well reputed person in Venice, they don't want him to suffer. So that is why everyone was pleading or requesting Shylock to pardon Antonio. But Shylock has his own reasons. So I'll have my bond paid, I'll have my bond. Then he also has a doubt whether the Duke will give him justice or not. Now, when he says, I'll have my bond, then Celerino says, it is the most impenetrable curve that ever kept with men. He says he is the most stone hearted or hard hearted person who has lived amongst men. A man who has got no feelings. Antonio, let him alone. Leave him alone. Let him go. I'll follow him no more with bootless prayers. Says, I'm not going to follow him and stoop to him to request him. Now I know it is all useless. It's not going to help. He seeks my life. His reasons well I know. I oft delivered from his forfeitures. Many that have at times made more to me. Therefore he hates me. Now he is explaining to Celerino. Says, I know the reason why Shylock hates me. Because Antonio lends out money without charging any interest. But there are many Christians who have already borrowed money from Shylock and they are unable to pay the interest or pay back the money. And Shylock has or is a villainous person. He has a habit of lending money, charging interest, and even torturing those people who have taken money from him. So he would enjoy that part of torturing those people who are in debt with him. Now these people came to Antonio, cried for help to save them from Shylock's grip, and Antonio would help them. So they would clear their debts with Shylock, and also with this help, Shylock did not get the opportunity to torture them. So that satisfaction which he would really, like torturing them, gave him a lot of pleasure. That was also taken away by Antonio. Antonio would help those people fast so that they are not tortured or tormented by Shylock. That is why Antonio knows the reason why Shylock hates him. But the others do not know why is Shylock demanding for a pound of flesh. His main idea is to get rid of Antonio from Venice. So indirectly, if a pound of flesh is being cut, definitely Antonio is going to bleed to death. And indirectly, he would get an opportunity to get rid of Antonio and he would continue his money lending business peacefully and very successfully without any kind of interference from Antonio. I shall keep it till here. In the next class, I'll complete this recording. Thank you.